Good evening. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing? Good, good. My name's Ben Cohen. For those of you who don't know, that is a Jewish name, okay? I'm an actual Jewish person, like a real Jew. So everything I'm about to say in the next few minutes is fine, okay? I know at the moment if you laugh at anything with the word Jew in or Jewish or anti-Semitic, it's not true, okay? You've got to pass. And with that in mind, I want you to know that what you're looking at, what you're gazing upon here, is a classic Jew face. Right? Dad's Mediterranean, my mum's a white guy. That's what makes you look like this, okay? It's a classic Jew face, and it's cast from one of the original moulds. Right? This is very much what a lot of us would look like 2,000 years ago, okay? And I can prove it, okay? You've all seen it, the proof. It's on the way into every church, staring back at you, looking a little bit like me, just with longer hair, longer beard, looking a little bit more upset. Yeah? A little bit like this. Yeah, you've seen that guy, right? That's how most of you will know the crucifixion is depicted. That's how it's depicted in any Christian text. But trust me, you find it in any ancient Jewish text, it's much more like this. It's true, yeah. And obviously I'm talking about Jesus there, right? The original Jew, OJ. Yeah? King of the Jews at one point. He was probably one of the best Jews ever. Yeah? And what did we do? We killed him. Right, we're not proud of it, okay? We knew it was wrong. We did it anyway, okay? And I'll tell you why. Because we don't fucking like magic. Right? Yeah. Just want to get that straight. So as I said, I'm Jewish. I refer to myself as a Jew. I use the word Jew in my act a lot. So I was quite surprised after a gig when somebody came up to a Jewish person and said they find the word Jew offensive. In other words, the way I use the word Jew offensive, I was like, why? You know, it's not an offensive word, or at least it shouldn't be. It was more offensive to me that they found that word offensive. Like Jew should only ever be an offensive word when you put an adjective in front of it, right? Like smelly. Yeah? Or even lovely, you know? He's a lovely Jew, isn't he? Because that assumes I'm lovely despite the fact that I'm Jewish. You know, if there are any Jewish people and that did offend you, then please tell me why afterwards. You Jew. Now, obviously, I'm not, you probably gather, I'm not the most religious Jewish guy, right? But I'm kind of like fascinated by faith and like, the story I always like to see is when you see that like Jesus is back, you know? And to really convince us he's taken the form of some burnt toast or a hot cross bun, something like that, you know? Because that's where he's most at home these days, baked goods, yeah? But I also saw this article, which I liked. It said, Jesus spotted on drain pipe, yeah? And it was the phrasing they used, like spotted, you know, like he's up to no good. And that was in Rome, that. I mean, who's that convincing? You know, he shows up on a drain pipe in the Vatican, the priest's like, yeah, we already believe in you, bro. You know, I mean, why not branch out? Perhaps make an appearance on a kebab in Turkey, something like that. And I don't want you to think I'm just sort of pinpointing Christianity, because this kind of thing goes across the faiths, and sometimes some of the things you read are quite amazing. It does make you wonder. And this is a true story. You can look it up. So back in 2005, in Jordan, an aubergine was sliced open to reveal the word Allah on the inside of it, just kind of arranged in the seeds. Now, if that's not proof of divine intervention, you know, I don't know what is, right? The word Allah randomly appearing once in all of recorded history on the inside of an aubergine. Coincidence? Yeah, it's a coincidence. Right? But I can relate to that level of faith. I remember myself as a little boy going down to the fairground and quite like, vividly seeing the face of a rabbi, like right there in the candy floss. Yeah? It was uncanny. He had the big curly beard, big curly sideburns, everything. Like, incidentally, does anybody know why they curl sideburns? No, it was for extra grip when they're handing out piggyback rides. Yeah, helps to steer them. That is true. You try riding one with short sideburns, they're fucking veering all over the place. Now, that is a true made-up fact. I'm going to tell you how I know that, okay? Now, last year, I went on holiday to Israel. We went down to the beach, yeah, and for 10 shekels a pop, you can ride a rabbi all the way up and down the seafront. Like, you can't afford not to ride them at those prices, guys. And so I'll ask a question. Anyone got any kids? Sorry, that's a little menacing. Anyone got any children? Yes, you do? You do? Yeah, can I ask you a question? What's your full address? No, I'm joking. I don't know. I don't know if you experience this. Like, I don't have kids. I'm 36, so I don't have kids myself. But a lot of my friends my age, they do have kids. I don't know whether you do this or anyone you know does this, but they'll do. What they do a lot of the time is when they have a new kid, they send out like a postcard, sort of introduce friends and family to the new baby. You know, it's quite nice. You know, I like getting them through the post. There's a beautiful picture of the baby there. There's the baby's name, the baby's statistics, right? And I've got enough. Like, I can play top trump babies now. I've got enough of these. I've got a full deck, okay? And I know it's like sort of commonplace to share like a newborn's weight. That's what you do, isn't it? But like some of the cards have been coming. We've got these extra stats on them. Right, so one came through, said, say hello to Emma, 8 pound, 3 ounce, 51 centimeters long. Yeah? Now, unless Emma's a reptile, I'm not impressed by the length of your baby. Okay. Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, there's a point. You know, you show me like a 3 foot long newborn. Who doesn't want to see that? Right? It provokes a further line of questioning. Is it curled up like a bratwurst? How does it get in there? Now, 50 centimeters long, that's not 50 centimeters wide. That would be impressive, right? That's a square baby. Who doesn't want to see that? Right, when you do stand-up, you kind of like, you'll go over like maybe like parts of your jokes because certain inflection on a certain word will maybe make something work or make something not work. And I go down to the park. That's where I go. There's this little nook in there where I don't think anyone can see me. I wear my headphones, so maybe I'm on the phone. It doesn't look like I'm crazy when I'm talking out loud. And I was down there the other week practicing different ways to say out loud, I'm not impressed by the length of your baby. I don't care how long your baby is. Out loud. And then what do you know, standing right behind was this woman with this like incredibly long baby. It was so embarrassing. Yeah, I was in. I've come up from London tonight. It's the park in London. Like, it's expensive down there. I have to live in a flat share. Like, does anybody here live in a flat share, or if you live with a partner, give me a chair? Yeah, you do. You used to. You don't now? That's fine. I mean, did you ever get annoyed with the people you live with? Yeah, I think that's no. You live together now? No. Okay. I won't press that any further. That's fine. You'll get there, maybe. But I used to get, I think you get annoyed with whoever you live with, right? Even if it's somebody you love or a good friend. Like, I used to live with this guy in Swansea in Wales, right? He was Welsh. His mum was Venezuelan, okay? So in his eyes, he was half Venezuelan, right? Venezuela is how he'd say Venezuela, right? And you know, and any other chance he got to say sort of a word from his mother tongue, it would be in that accent. That's pretty annoying. And I was making some paella one day, right? And yeah, I might be remembering this wrong. It's quite a long time ago. Memory's not totally reliable. He did annoy me a bit. I was like, hey, man, do you want some of this paella? And he goes, it's not actually pronounced paella. It's pronounced... Right, you guys have been wonderful. I've been Ben Cohen. Thank you very much.